Grand Rising, Grand Rising. A little shout out to Latasha Badenoff. This is some really, really good advice. Let's talk about it. Your perception of me really is a reflection of you. People that come against me and they're like, oh, so judgmental. Whatever. It's you, baby. You have a problem with your own self. So let's see how this is true. In case you need to hear this today, another person's judgment about you is never about you. And I mean never. I just recently had somebody just, oh, energy does not vibe. And completely just, cut me out of their life like I was a piece of crap, garbage. I don't need you anymore. That's what narcissists do, y'all. Like for 5 months, I've been so upset. I'm like, I'm not giving this creature any more power because they're empty. They can't commit. They can't love. They have no perception outside of reality other than their delusional self-absorption of their own, like, delusional life. Nothing. Most of these people in media, and I hate to say it, I have been so disgusted going and being so excited to meet these people. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love your show and I love your content. Then I get to know them and they're the most vile, ungodly, just paganistic, new age, like lost soul. I'm like, wow, they're nothing. They profess to be lovers of Christ. They don't know Christ. I know ministers that don't know Christ, that have been just abusive and just vile. Y'all vile. I have stories about media. So you just can't take this personal when people are like, oh, we just don't get along, or I can't stand that person. It's like, what did I do to you? It's the spirit in me. I love Jesus Christ. I have a light. I have a hope about me. I have a electrical field that is very intense. Most people can't handle me. Like, wow, you're a lot. I'm like, why? Because I tell truth and I don't sugarcoat it and I don't wear a mask in public and I'm not fake like y'all. People hate me, y'all. They hate me when I start telling the truth about the bioweapon and things like that and telling people about the AI in their body. They shoot the messenger. So let's talk about the people's judgment, not about you, about them, a reflection of what? Their fears, their limitations, but most of all, their perceptions. Their reaction's kind of like a mirror of their beliefs, their fears, their view of the world. If you can't be around people that are broken and you call yourself a healer and, oh, you don't give me good energy, get the fuck away from me. This was the attitude of that person. But they call themselves a healer. That doesn't even make sense. You're supposed to, I sit with the broken. When I work with someone in trauma, or I work with someone that's been ritualistically abused, beaten, raped, sold, ritualistically raped, then sold. Some had to have babies. You have to be able to sit with that. You have to be able to feel their deep emotion. You have to be able to comfort them and make them feel safe in your presence. You're the healer. You're the administrator of all these facilitations of energies of healing. And some people that have been traumatized and raped and beat have got such chaotic energies and such broken auras and electrical fields that, my God, all they need is to be hugged and loved and said, you know what? You're safe. You're safe here. You can express yourself and be any way you need to be. And then feed them and love them and clothe them and pray over them. That's why I'm building a compound. If y'all want to help me build a compound, Cash App, Eden's Living TV. I'm trying to buy 10 acres and open. I had the clinic stuff. I need a compound. I'm going to put that in the universe. I need 10 acres, dear Lord. Yeshua. So someone's judgment's not about you. It's their fears, their limitations, their perceptions, even their beliefs mirrored right back to you. So I'm trying to tell myself, you cannot internalize this, girl. It's not about you. It's them, their problems, their inability to love, their inability to connect, their inability to self-reflect, their inability to see what they do to other people, how they act, how you act to other people. Y'all, you can literally make people suicidal. You can, like me, I was like, it's my last chance. If this relationship, because I had been isolated for 25 years. I'm like, this relationship and this person betrays me like everybody else. I'm done with relationships with people. And I even told them this, like, look, I have complex post-traumatic stress. I am being trafficked. I need, little glove kittens here. And then they just blocked me without giving me the ability to even speak to them. Asked for $6 grand, $12 grand a year, and then when I didn't cough it up, they just left. After I saved their life, no less. Let me just put that out in the universe. And their daughters. I had an occultist wanting to kill them. So whatever you do, I keep telling myself, stop internalizing their decision to run is their problem. It's their fear. It's their limitation. Their lack of perception of the fact that the cartel was literally going to kill their family. This is what I've walked through for 5 months. And I'm like, you know what? I am so sick of saving people. And I'm so sick of people's own inner demons attacking me when I only hold up a mirror. So we have no control over how people think. We are. This person thinks I have negative energy. This person thinks, oh, it's going to make me like toxic. When they're the toxic ones. It is a mirror. Do you just stop talking to people you don't get paid? Is that professional? No. If you were friends with somebody and you had an argument and things just didn't like work out, do you like give that person a chance to talk and go, hey, I appreciate it. Bless you. Thank you for letting me air this out. And like, I cut the cord and peace be with you. No, it's all about control. And to come to find out this person was a dominatrix. Pilates by day, healer, whipping the shit out of people by night. Can you say crazy? Can you say double-minded? You can't beat a body and heal a body. You can't. You can't. The people that are wanting to be whipped are the people that have never processed a trauma. And I can tell you as a trauma therapist, ITR, instinctual trauma therapy, you have not processed something that happened to you, and now you have become the abuser and the groomer. This person groomed me. For 4 years, groomed me. I had even put them in my will. They just blocked me like I was some stranger on Facebook. I was a friend for 4 years. They called me Auntie Sue. No care. No thought. Stay true to you. Yeah, stay true to you, selfish narcissist. So you have no control of how people are. And so they want this fictional part of you. Please don't drain yourself trying to live like other people want you to be. Where they want you to dress, where they want you to act. If you're too smart or too dumb or whatever projection or label. You know what? The projection of you're too smart, that was their own projection growing up. They were told they were too smart. They were told you have too much energy. They're perfectionists. Because they were abused. Eastern European. Chop chop. So please, just release it. I'm trying to release it in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. I am releasing this Yeshua. I am cutting the cords, Yeshua. Toxic, abusive. I'm seeing the mirrors. Don't ever let someone tell you who you are, how you should act, how you should dress, how you should perform, what message. My gosh, I went and spent $1,000 and flew to somebody's event to speak for them out of my own pocket, and I usually get paid to speak. I spent money. Got down there, was sharing about how I was running from the cartel for, 90 days. And at the end of my speech, which I was giving all glory to God of being, still alive, and they pulled me aside going, hey, I wouldn't talk about that cartel stuff. And I'm like, that's my life. I'm being trafficked. The police and the DOD are selling me. And I have contractors trying to kill me and use directional energy weapons on me. I didn't even go that far into the speech. So don't you dare ever tell me what my story can or can't be told. I'm warning people. I'm going to disassociate with anyone that tries to handle me or control me or judge me because of your own inability to see that it's you looking in a mirror at me. And vice versa. I'm looking at my mother that tried to control me, and I'm looking at my father in them that whipped me. Growing up, I was beat. The mere fact that this familiar spirits in this person picked that up and used that and to try to groom me. Oh, do I have a book just on this one incident alone? Again, your perception of me is just a reflection of you. This or that, it be one. Much love, y'all. Please be respectful for the way you treat and love people. Please love people and don't just like be a narcissist and just go, okay, I'm going to cut you, block you. Give people the ability to speak to you or have, it's called closure. And people that are narcissistic and have no empathy for people or their healing, that's just a demon. That's just a parasite that sucks energy out of people. And if you can't be around people that are broken and hurt and need help, then you need to get out of healthcare, and you sure as hell can't call yourself a healer. Love one another. Stop being so mean. People just need to be seen and heard and loved. That's a fact. I don't look at religion. I don't look at sexes. I don't look at anything other than a spirit, a child of God, when I'm working and dealing with people. And this abuse that I have just walked through has totally remolded me into a woman that has firm boundaries, and I do not take crap off anybody. It's my life, my story. I could lose my eyesight and I have to go in and have surgery to rebuild my spine after being trafficked for 56 years by an industry that was supposed to be the government to protect me. Y'all be blessed. I love you. You can heal, I promise.